Texas, as we have a little softball action between the Edinburgh North Lady Cougars and the Harlingen South Lady Hawks. A by-district playoff game, round one of the playoffs in the 2019 high school softball playoffs. And this is game one of a best-of-3 series between the Hawks and the Lady Cougars of Edinburgh North. I'm Joe Bowling again, coming to you from Edinburgh. We've already had the announcing of the starting lineups. We've had the introduction to the teams. We've had the playing of the national anthem. That means all we're left to do is get this game underway here between these two teams, vying for a spot in the next round of the playoffs, and it all starts right here with an early game as a Wednesday night start for this best-of-3 series between these two teams. Lady Hawks will be the visitors today on the scoreboard. And we welcome you again to our broadcast here on Rio Sports Live from Edinburgh. Just got our rosters handed to us about 2 minutes ago, so I'll be filling them out on the fly. Normally I'm a little more up to date on this, but two coaches here are traditionally known for not handing out lineups in an early fashion. And we are set to go with the first pitch of this ball game. Latasha Canales stands in, facing Natalie Rodriguez in the center circle today for the Edinburgh North Lady Cougars. Canales batting from the left-hand side, leading it off, followed by Kayla Rogers and then Crystal Gonzalez. First pitch of the game is up high for ball one. Lady Hawks took first place in District 32 6A. Edinburgh North punched another ticket into the playoffs with another strong season as they are here taking on this Harlingen South team. Next pitch coming is a bunt attempt, and it's taken for a strike call. It evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Canales leading it off. On the mound, Natalie Rogers. Behind the plate today, Hope Rodriguez. Next pitch is grounded foul. And a 1-2 count on the leadoff hitter here in this first inning. Canales gets back in, leading off this first inning. Appreciate you joining us here from Edinburgh tonight, home of the Edinburgh North Lady Cougars. Next pitch coming is a swinging a line shot caught by the pitcher for the first out of the inning. On the nose, Canales hit it hard, but right in the direction of Rodriguez, fielded the position for the first out of the inning. Brings in Kayla Rogers. Rogers today playing in right field. And she stands in. First pitch on the way. Showed a bunt, pulled it back, took a ball, 1-0. She stands in. Jake Howell on the camera, trying to get that all adjusted in, and he is behind it right now, my friends. We are going to be staring in some bright sunshine as this game plays out. Next pitch coming. Bunt attempt, that's a foul ball. Evens the count at 1-1 on Rogers. It's a familiar lineup for Harlingen South fans. Rogers hitting second, Gonzalez hitting in the 3 spot, Katana Muniz hitting in the cleanup spot for the Lady Hawks of Harlingen South. Next one ready from Rodriguez, and here it comes. There's a bunt, foul ball. Catcher scoops that up, and a quick 1-2 count now on Rogers. Stepping off is Rodriguez. Now she's back in the center circle. Spins the next one home. Swinging a line drive and a shortstop. That's going to be caught for the out. And 2 outs in the inning on line drives by the Lady Hawks. Brings them Crystal Gonzalez. Gonzalez stands in, batting from the right-hand side. First pitch coming to her. Low in the dirt for ball 1. Gonzalez hitting here in this first inning with 2 down. Ready for the next one. Here it comes. Bunts that down the third base line. A good one, and that's a hit. Gonzalez beats it out with ease. And a 2-out single for the Lady Hawks of Harlingen South, playing a little small ball. Gonzalez with the single. And that brings in Caetana Muniz. Muniz stands in from the left-hand side. Her first at bat of the game with 2 down and a runner at first base. First pitch coming from Rodriguez. A little high. Oh, it's a strike call. Late call by the umpire. We're going to have to get his cadence down. Muniz at the plate. That one misses for a ball. 1-1 the count. All right, I got my Harlingen South lineup down. Next pitch coming to Muniz. Off speed. That's a strike called. 1-2 the count on Muniz. Natalie Rodriguez trying to get out of this inning after allowing the 1-out single. Spins the next one home. Muniz takes it outside for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Muniz at the plate for Harlingen South with 2 down here in the first inning. 2-2 count. Next pitch from Rodriguez to Muniz. Swinging a shot down the left field line. That is a foul ball. Just over into foul territory off the bat of Muniz. She'll have to return to the plate. Count remains 2-2. Muniz back in. Battling here in the first inning. Next pitch coming to Muniz. Swinging a shot up the middle. It's a base hit. Muniz with the single. Heading to third base as Rodriguez head first slide safe there. And it's first and third for Harlingen South with 2 down. Clean single for Muniz. Gonzalez now down at third base. Still 2 outs here in the inning. And it brings Ileana Sauceda. Sauceda stands in. The DP today for Harlingen South, the Lady Hawks. Jake's really struggled with that camera right now. He's staring right into the sun, my friends. That'll stop in about an inning and a half. Then he'll be able to open his eyes and see. Here's the first pitch coming. That's in there for a strike called to Ileana Sauceda. Sauceda. After 2 was out, Crystal Gonzalez got a hit. Caetana Muniz followed that with a single. Now the next pitch coming to Sauceda, and that is an off-speed pitch in there for a strike. 2 quick strikes again, registered by Natalie Rodriguez, pitching today. She faces Ileana Sauceda. 2 outs, 0-2 count. Pitch to Sauceda on the way, up and away for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Sauceda. Alyssa Ledesma on deck. Following out the order, after Ledesma to Alexis Sauceda, then Christina Ariano and Kelsey Rivera. Next pitch coming. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Stepping off is Rodriguez. She's back in the circle. Spins a 2-2 home. Swinging a shot. Base hit into left field. That'll drive in a run, and maybe 2. Here's a second one coming in to score. 2-0 Harlingen South on an RBI single by Sauceda. Sauceda gets the job done. Okay, you got to tighten that up, Jake. So Harlingen South with a little 2-out magic here in this first inning. Sauceda delivering with that big hit to drive in a couple of runs. At the plate now, Ledesma. First pitch to her. That's a shot caught by the shortstop, and the inning comes to an end. In the inning for Harlingen South, they'll score a couple of runs. All the damage done with 2 outs. We head to the bottom of the first. We'll help Jake get this camera set up. And we'll be back with continued coverage of this bi-district game. Harlingen South, Edinburgh North. This is Real Sports Live.
You have now successfully added the VTX1 app to your channel lineup. It can be found on the main screen under Home at the bottom of the list. For more information, visit the VTX1 website at vtx1.net/OTT.
At Port Isabel Health Clinic, they care for you like family. Services include pediatrics, geriatric care, and family practice, school sports physicals, daycare physicals, orthopedic care, wellness exams for men and women. Dr. William Torkelson and his staff are here to serve you. Office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. through 5 p.m. Your health is their priority at the Port Isabel Health Clinic. When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas. Back here on Rio Sports Live as we head to the bottom of the first inning. And the Harlingen South Lady Hawks on top here in this one by the score of 2-0. As we head to this bottom of the first, Edinburgh North will hit for a first time on the day. Their lineup will look like this. Jessica Diaz will lead things off, followed by Annabelle Segavano. Behind her, Natalie Rodriguez. Then Hope Rodriguez. Batting 5th is Patty Davila. 7th, Annalie Paquino. We'll get to the other hitters as we go down the lineup. First pitch, bottom of the first. In there for a strike call. Lady Hawks scored 2 runs after 2 were out in that first inning. Next pitch here is a little bit low, evens the count at 1-1. One ball, one strike. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Kylie Ruiz on the mound today for Harlingen South. Swinging a shot, caught by the shortstop for the out. Rodriguez right there on the nose, hitting the ball, Diaz, but right to the shortstop for the first out of the inning. One down. That brings in Annabelle Sergiano. Sergiano bats from the right-hand side. One down here in the first inning. First pitch to her is low for ball 1. Sunshine came out right about the time we got about 5 minutes away from the park here. It had been an overcast day throughout the day, and we knew coming in we were going to be battling sun if it came out here in the outfield. 1-0 pitch on the way. Fastball in there for a strike called. Count evens at 1-1. Sergiano, the second baseman today, hits in the second spot. Natalie Rodriguez on deck. As the Edinburgh North Lady Cougars, there's a shot, base hit into left field. Clean single right there. And a base runner now for the Edinburgh North Lady Cougars. Rodriguez steps in. Hitting here in the first. And the first pitch. Swinging a ground ball to second, maybe 2. Out at second and out at first base, a double play. They turn it well, and the inning comes to an end. In the inning for Edinburgh North. No runs, a hit. Double play, nobody left. We've played 1 full inning. Harlingen South leads in this one by the score of 2-0. Second inning after this on Rio Sports Live.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Services have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Needing a treat before or after the big game? Then, when in Harlingen, stop in at the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli and treat yourself to some amazing things. Ice creams, shakes, sundaes, banana splits, and that's just a sample. If you can dream it, they can make it at the Scoop in Harlingen. From the deli comes a variety of sandwiches that is sure to bring you back for more. Hamburgers and hot dogs served every day. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 12 to 6 on F Street in Harlingen. It's the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli.
Back here, we head to the second inning on the top side of inning number 2. It'll be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters stepping in for Harlingen South. Leading things off, Alexis Sauceda. followed by Christina Ariano and then Kelsey Rivera. First pitch of the second inning is in there for a strike called, as back pitching is Natalie Rodriguez. Two-out rally by Harlingen South led to the runs in that first inning. Next pitch is in there for a strike. Two quick strikes here to Sauceda leading it off. Sauceda stands in. Next pitch coming. Low for a ball. Wasted pitch by Rodriguez. And the count goes 1-2. Natalie Rodriguez on the mound. Hope Rodriguez behind the plate. Our thanks to Mr. Rodriguez for bringing us a generator to help us with some power out here in the outfield at Edinburgh North. Next one misses up high for a ball. 2-2 the count on the leadoff hitter, Alexis Sauceda, here in this second inning. Sauceda stands in. Rodriguez spins the next one home. Just outside, ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Sauceda. Just joining us, Harlingen South scored 2 runs in the bottom of the first inning after 2 were out. Sauceda waits for the 3-2. Strike 3 called. Out looking is Sauceda for the first out of the inning. Bringing up Sauceda, the first strikeout of the game recorded by Rodriguez. And that brings in Ariano. Christina Ariano, the catcher today for Harlingen South. She'll bat from the right-hand side. First pitch to her. Off speed, and that is a little bit low for ball 1. 1-0 the count. We'll start zooming in on the pitcher here in a couple of pitches and let you see some of these other players. Right now we're just battling sunshine. Give us an inning or two and we'll start switching some things up on the camera. Next pitch is on the way to Ariano. High for ball 2. Saucedo struck out to lead off the inning. Ariano at the plate. Kelsey Rivera on deck. Anybody gets on, back to the top of the order for Harlingen South here in this second. That means Latasha Canales will bat for a second time in as many innings. Next pitch coming. Strike called. Trying to check her swing was Ariano. Went around, said the umpire. Count it 2-1. They'll play here tonight. They'll turn around and play tomorrow evening at Harlingen South. Then if necessary, they'll play again on Friday back here. Ariano at the plate. Next one coming to her. Way high for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. Ariano hitting. Next one coming. Swinging a ground ball. That is a base hit down the left field line. Into the corner. Ariano makes a big turn. She'll check up there with a single. 1-out single here in the second. Ariano turned on that one. And another hit here in the early going for the Harlingen South Lady Hawks. And it'll bring up Kelsey Rivera. Rivera steps up, hitting in the 9 spot. And pitching, Natalie Rodriguez will have to work here again with a runner on base. Rodriguez got the first 2 out in the first inning, and then 3 consecutive hits led to the 2 runs for Harlingen South. Kelsey Rivera now steps in, batting from the left-hand side with a runner at first base. First pitch to her. Showed a bunt, pulled it back. Took a ball high, 1-0 the count. Rodriguez ready to go, brings the next one home. That's low. 2 balls, no strikes. Harlingen South already trying to flip this lineup and get to the top of the order in the second inning. Next pitch. That's a strike called for a 2-1 count. 2 balls and a strike. One down here in the second. Ariano got a single. She's at first base. Next pitch coming. There's a bunt foul. Count goes to 2-2. Rodriguez steps off the mound, or out of the center circle, we'll say. And so Kelsey Rivera steps back in, ready to go. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. First, a pause. Now Rodriguez delivers. Swinging a ground ball, picked up by the third baseman. Knocked down, throw across is high and safe. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Rivera joins Ariano on the base paths. And here's where it can get troublesome in a hurry when you're facing this Harlingen South team. Natasha Canales will step in. Back to the top of the order. Canales lined out to the pitcher her first time up. First one to her here. Bunted foul for a strike. One down here in the second. Canales at the plate. Rodriguez now gathering her thoughts, taking her time out there behind the circle. She'll step back in. Working on Canales. Here's the 0-1. Canales showed a bunt, took a ball. Evens the count at 1-1. Next one coming. Just outside for ball 2. 2-1. Two on the count on Canales. Next one coming. A little bit high for ball 3. 3-1 count now on Canales. See if they turn her loose with a green light with 2 on and 1 out in this second inning, already up 2-0. Here it comes. Showed a bunt, took a strike, 3-2 the count. Taking all the way, Canales. Rodriguez could use a strikeout. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swinging a pop-up foul ball. Third base side, they give chase. That's out of reach. Count stays at 3-2 on the foul. Canales still at the plate. Our thanks again to Chewy's Custom Sports for assisting us in broadcasting this game here tonight. One of our advertisers, but in more important words, major contributor tonight to the playoff fees, which are attached to each of these broadcasts, whether it be a single game or a series, as we are here. Here's a 3-2 pitch to Canales, swinging a shot into left field. That's a hit, base hit. Late start from second, and they'll get a force at third base. So that's a 7-5 fielder's choice is what that becomes, as Ariano got a late break off of first base, or off of second. So she gets forced to third. That's not a hit then for Canales. And it's 2 outs now for Harlingen South, and Kayla Rogers will step up. First pitch to Rogers. Showed a bunt, but took a ball. 1-0 the count. In the first inning, Harlingen South did all of their damage after 2 were out. Here today in this second inning, 1 out single, followed by another single. Fielder's choice. Now here's a pitch. There's a bunt. That's a foul ball on the third base side. Evening the count at 1-1 on Rogers. Again, going back to Chewy's Custom Sports, one of our advertisers on a regular basis, so you see his ads playing throughout our broadcast. But then tonight, stepping up and assisting us with the playoff fees, which are attached to this, $200 a round. That's just the fees. Doesn't factor in any other cost, but at least the fees are covered. There's a pitch a little bit high for a ball. Count goes to 2-1 on Rogers. Sun about to go behind some clouds. I think we'll be in good shape as far as battling the sun from here on. Here's the next pitch. There's a bunt down the third base line. Throw to first is in time for the out. And the inning comes to an end. For Harlingen South, they'll strand a couple of runners. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. We played an inning and a half. Bottom of the second coming up. Harlingen South leads this one 2-1.
Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito is right there for you when it comes to supporting your teams, schools, and organizations. A veteran-owned business dedicated to helping out regardless of the team or season. Let Chewy's design your hats or shirts with state-of-the-art embroidery. Let Chewy's design and print your shirts for the next big game. How about custom engraved top-of-the-line mugs, buttons, banners? Call Chewy's Custom Sports today.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Xavier. This is Sarge, and we're the owners of King Cuts Bar. King Cuts crew. Welcome to King Cuts.
We specialize in all kinds of men's cuts and hair designs. Keep yourself groomed. We'll take care of the rest. King Cuts, where fresh cuts are served daily.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarras, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen.
Back here as we head to the bottom of the second inning, and the Harlingen South Lady Hawks with a 2-run lead. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 in the lineup for the Edinburgh North Lady Cougars. Meanwhile, pitching again, Kylie Ruiz stands in the center circle ready to go. Was helped by a double play as her defense turned a 4-6-3 double play to end the first. First pitch of the second inning is away for ball one to Hope Rodriguez. Rodriguez followed by Patty Davila, and then Anel Paquino will hit. Anybody gets on this inning, Kaylee O'Brien will swing away. Next pitch is coming. Outside, ball two to Hope Rodriguez. Ruiz pitching here in game one for Harlingen South. See who they pitch with tomorrow night. Next pitch coming is away for a ball and a 3-0 count to the leadoff hitter here in the second inning for Edinburgh North. Hope Rodriguez trying to get on to get something started. Lady Cougars did get a hit in that first inning. Now the next pitch coming. Taking all the way, that's in there at the knees for a strike call. 3-1 the count on Hope Rodriguez. Ruiz is ready. Rodriguez waits. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a foul ball. That's way out of play on the right-hand side. Count goes full to Hope Rodriguez. Rodriguez leading it off here in the second. Trying to get something started for Edinburgh North. Next pitch coming from Ruiz. Low, ball four, a walk. So leadoff walk for Edinburgh North. That brings in Patty Davila. You can see the coaching staff over there for Harlingen South. Coach Elias Martinez setting up his defense, which has already turned one double play here today. Davila stands in. Her first at bat of the day, playing first base for Edinburgh North. First pitch. Takes that. That's in there for a strike. 0-1 on Davila. Right-handed hitter. Facing Ruiz. 0-1 pitch on the way. Swinging a little liner. That's going to be caught by the second baseman, and a good base running job by Rodriguez to get back. Out is retired as Davila lines out. And that brings in Anel Paquino. Paquino steps in. Playing left field today for Edinburgh North, hitting here in the second. And the first pitch on the way to her. Low for a ball. 1-0 the count. Paquino ready to go. Next pitch coming. Swinging a ground ball to first. Out it. I call it a foul ball. Just foul. Pouncing on that play was Alyssa Ledesma. 1-1 the count now on Paquino. Next pitch coming. Strike called. 1-2 the count. Ruiz looking for her first strikeout of the game. Is ahead on Paquino. Next one coming. Just outside for ball two. Faithful wearing the orange and green. We're wanting a called third strike on that pitch. Now some asking, where was it? Pequeño still alive at the plate. Count is 2-2. Runner at first. Here's the pitch. Swinging a line, driving to right field. That's a hit. They'll throw to first and out at first base on the throw. Looked like a single, but right fielder Kayla Rogers guns her down for the out. That'll go as a 9-3 putout. As Pequeño had what looked to be a clean single, but hit it hard enough that the ball got in the outfield. Rogers charging the ball. Guns her down at first base. That brings in Kaylee O'Brien. O'Brien hits with 2 outs here in the second. First pitch to her. That's in there at the knees for a strike. Good crowd behind the plate. You can see the Harlingen South fans primarily there in your screen. Edinburgh North fans equally in place. And some fans straggling out here in the outfield. Next pitch inside for a ball. Evens the count at 1-1. On Kaylee O'Brien, the number 7 hitter in the lineup. Ruiz pitching, trying to get out of this second inning after the leadoff walk. Since then, she's retired the next 2 thanks to some defense. And now works it home to O'Brien. Swing and a miss. 1-2. O'Brien with a big swing there. Couldn't find the mark. And she now waits for the next one from Ruiz. Here it is. Swinging a ground ball to short. Gobbled up there and over and out for the inning to come to an end. 6-3 on the putout in the inning for Edinburgh North. No runs, no hits, a walk, 1 left. We've played 2. Harlingen South leads by 2. 2-0. This is Real Sports Live.
You brought my will, but what a thrill. Goodness gracious, quick balls of fire. I did love cause I thought it was funny. You came along and fooled me, honey. I changed my mind, this love is fine. Goodness gracious, quick balls of fire. Kiss me, baby.
Back here on Rio Sports Live as we are heading to the 3rd inning. And in this one, Crystal Gonzalez, shortstop, will lead it off for Harlingen South, followed by Katana Muniz and then Ileana Sauceda. Gonzalez steps in, 1 for 1 on the day with a single and a run scored. Batting here in the 3rd. Lady Hawks scored 2 runs in the first. So far, that's only scoring of the game. First pitch to her, though, is low for ball 1. That's how the 3rd inning begins. Back pitching, Natalie Rodriguez. Working her 3rd inning. Here's the next pitch. Low for ball 2 to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, Muniz, Sauceda, anybody gets on Ledesma. Next pitch coming. Inside ball 3 to Crystal Gonzalez. Rodriguez hasn't walked anybody this game. Has given up the 5 hits and the 2 runs. Is 3-0 and pitches to Rodriguez, taking all the way, takes a strike. 3-1. Next pitch coming. Swinging a high fly ball into shortstop area. Caught there for the out. Getting under it was Gonzalez. Popped 6 on the play. 1 down. And it brings in Gaetana Muniz. Muniz steps in. 1 for 1 on the day with a single and a run scored. And she'll now call time and have a chat with head coach Elias Martinez. We talked about the sun glaring in our face. Now it's gone behind what are some huge clouds back there behind the first baseline. A, we wanted the sun to go away. B, we didn't want it to come as a result of clouds that bring rain. I don't think it's going to rain. It's not supposed to rain on us, but it could. If it does, we're out here in the elements, and I'll give you fair warning to the fans and protection of our equipment. If we have to, we'll shut it down. That appears to be a long way off here. The sun just hid behind some clouds that appear far off in the distance. Stay there, will you? Long pause in the action is Natalie Rodriguez. Has to wait while conversations continue. And now Edinburgh North, a little gamesmanship. The entire infield comes in to have a meeting on the mound, saying, well, if you're going to wait and talk, we'll just go out there and have a little meeting there. First pitch coming to Muniz. Takes it in there for a strike call. Natalie Rodriguez trying to have a little fun with it here in the third. Facing Muniz with nobody on and 1 out. Next pitch coming. Swing, and that's a shot into right center field. That gets to the fence. Muniz on her way to second base. She will check up there. That's a clean double. A 1-out double here in the third for the Lady Hawks. Gaetana Muniz rifles that one into the right center field gap. Another base runner in scoring position for Harlingen South's Lady Hawks. Brings in Ileana Sauceda. Sauceda today has one of the bigger hits of the game. Drove in the first 2 runs of this game with a 2-out single in the first. Batting here in the third. First pitch. Strike call. 0-1 to Sauceda. Next one coming. Swinging a ground ball, base hit into left field. They will not try to score the runner. That's a clean single, though, for Sauceda, her second hit of the ball game. She'll now make a break down to second base unchallenged. And runners end up at second and third with 1 out. They were just daring the Edinburgh North infield to throw the ball. That brings in Alyssa Ledesma. Ledesma with 2 aboard. Let's see if she's swinging first pitch. Here it is. Showed a bunt, pulled it back, took a ball, 1-0. Chewy's Custom Sports, one of the advertising regulars on Rio Sports, but again, our thanks to them for bringing us the fees that involved in covering the playoffs. Next pitch coming, way high for a ball. 2-0 the count now on Alyssa Ledesma. Rodriguez will have to reach out for some extra now with 2 aboard. Ready to go, the 2-0 pitch to Ledesma. Bunts it, that's a foul ball. 2 balls and a strike. Ledesma at the plate. Hitters count here with a 2-1 pitch coming up. 2 runners in scoring position, and here comes the 2-1. Bunts that, that's a foul ball. Down the third base side, just foul. Count evens at 2-2. Back there in the on-deck area, Alyssa Ledesma, just off screen. But all eyes right now on Ledesma. There's a pitch that gets away, and a run's going to score. In to score, making it 3-0 Harlingen South. The runner broke easily as the pitch got away. Count goes 3-2. And Ledesma can still drive in a run with a hit. Takes that one high for ball 4. That's a walk to Ledesma. And the inning continues for the Lady Hawks of Harlingen South as it brings in Alexis Sauceda. Sauceda steps up. 0 for 1 on the day, a strikeout victim her first time up. First pitch to her, shows a bunt, bunts it foul down the third base side. 4 strike 1. Sauceda gets back in. 2 on, 1 out here in this third inning. Lady Hawks have had base runners in every inning. Stranded a couple in the second. Sauceda waits here. Takes it a little high, but at the letters for a strike. And the count goes 0-2 as Natalie Rodriguez looks for her second strikeout of the game. Facing Sauceda. Next pitch coming. Swinging a fly ball into deep right field. Back, and gone. A home run for Alexis Sauceda. She touches them all. 3-run shot. And Harlingen South up now 6-0 as Sauceda clears the bases. A no-doubter into right center field for Alexis Sauceda. And the Lady Hawks with a 4-run third and counting as they bring to the plate Christina Ariano. Ariano steps in. 1 for 1 on the day with a single. That was back in the second inning. Bats now in the third with the bases empty. First pitch to her. Low for a ball. 1-0. Tomorrow night, we'll have the second game of this series. We'll tag team with the crew that's at Rio Hondo tonight. Swinging a ground ball to third. Softly hit. Quick throw across is in time for the out. Good play at third down there by Kaylee O'Brien. 5-3 on the putout. Doug Robinson doing play-by-play down at Rio Hondo tonight. He's with Eric Medrano. Orange Grove in town. Next pitch here is a little foul ball. A 2-strike count on Rivera. Next pitch coming to her. Way high for a ball. 1-2. Trying to check up on that Rio Hondo game. See if we can get a score on that one. Here's a little foul ball out of play. Next one coming here. High for a ball. Evens the count at 2-2. Third inning action here at Edinburgh. Edinburgh North Lady Cougars on their home field. Harlingen South trying to take game one of this best-of-3 series. There's a ground ball to second. Knocked down, picked up, throw to first. Wide and safe at first base as Rivera is on board. And now we get to the top of the order again for Harlingen South. As Latasha Canales will hit for a third time in as many innings. Runner at first base. 2 down here in the Harlingen South third. Already 4 runs across in the inning for the Lady Hawks. First pitch here. Canales takes it. Misses for ball 1. Canales lined out her first time up, reached on a fielder's choice, her second at bat. Elias Martinez down to third base. Sets her up for the next pitch. Showed a bunt, pulled it back. Took a strike called. Count evens at 1-1. Canales, the 8th hitter to hit this 3rd inning for Harlingen South. Bunts this one. That's a foul ball. Count goes to 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes in the inning, or in the at-bat. For Latasha Canales. Digs back in, has to protect the plate. Rodriguez trying to get out of this 3rd. Brings it home. Outside, runner goes, takes 2nd uncontested. Rivera takes the base with ease. And she's now in scoring position as the count goes 2-2 on Latasha Canales. Canales waits. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 3. And a 3-2 count on Canales. Canales waits for the next one. Hits that one down the line, left field, foul territory. Diving play is made for the out. Terrific catch out there by Pequeno. Inning comes to an end. Harlingen South in the inning scores 4 runs. They do so on 4 hits. And a diving play by the defense of the Lady Cougars prevents any further damage. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. In this one, Harlingen South leads it now 6-0. This is Real Sports Live. TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Back here on Rio Sports as we are at Edinburgh North, home of the Cougars. See there, their team trying to now generate some kind of rally here in this 3rd inning. Back pitching, Kylie Ruiz for Harlingen South, and it'll be Melanie Cantu leading it off, followed by Layla Tamez and then Jessica Diaz. So it's 8, 9, and 1 in the lineup for Edinburgh North and the Lady Cougars. Cantu leading off, hitting for the first time on the day from the right side, playing center field. And the first pitch to her in the bottom of the 3rd is at the knees and on the corner for a strike. 0-1 to Cantu. Ruiz was given 2 runs to work with in the first, and now 4 more in the top of this 3rd. The 6-0 lead brings the next one home. Swinging a foul ball out of play. Quick 2-strike count on Cantu. On deck, that's Layla Tamez. Cantu trying to get on board. Leading off this 3rd. Next pitch to her. Outside for a ball, 1-2 the count. Tomorrow night, again, Doug Robinson and Eric Madrano will take over the broadcast of Harlingen South and Edinburgh North. Meanwhile, we'll make the trip up to Kingsville. We'll cover Port Isabel. in their first round game. Next pitch here. Low, ball 2 to Melanie Cantu. Then Friday, tried to expand the coverage a little bit further out as System 1 here will cover Port Isabel. There's a swing and a miss and a strikeout. First strikeout of the game recorded by Ruiz. And one down here in the third as Cantu goes down swinging, and it brings in Layla Thomas. Anyway, Friday we'll be over here in Edinburgh as we'll be covering the single game playoff matchup between San Benito and Edinburgh High. We'll also have a system that's going to be covering the Lyford Lady Bulldogs. First pitch here, ball 1 outside. Lyford undefeated on the season. There's a strike. 1-1 the count. Check that 0-2 the count. 2 quick strikes on Tamez. And Ruiz has settled down. Next pitch coming. Up high for a ball. Evens the count, or take the count to 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes on Tamez. She's trying to get on ahead of Jessica Diaz. Next pitch from Ruiz. Low, ball 2. Tamez, the number 9 hitter in the lineup. And we're back to the top of the order for Edinburgh North. They've been limited to just 1 hit. That was a 1-out single back in the first inning. Also, we're issued a walk. Here's the next pitch coming here. There's a swing and a miss and a strikeout. Tamez down swinging, and Ruiz has rung up 2 in a row. 2 down here in the third. Brings in Jessica Diaz. Diaz on the day, lined out to shortstop her first time up. First pitch coming to her. Channel 5 in the house, getting some highlights. As soon as he gets out here, he's already missed 6 runs. He'll get some. Ruben coming in. There's a swing and a miss. 2 quick strikes now on Diaz as Ruiz has set down 5 in a row. She struck out 2 in a row and is 0-2 on Diaz here in this third inning. Next pitch coming. Just missed, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Diaz. She'll have to protect the plate. Ruiz trying to strike out the side. And a foul ball out of play. On that right side, Diaz behind on that swing. Count remains 1-2. Ruiz back in the circle. 2 down, nobody on here in the third for Edinburgh North. Ruiz is ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck her out. Diaz strikes out. And the inning comes to an end as Ruiz strikes out the side. In the inning, no runs, no hits, no walks, no errors, nobody left. We've played 3 full. Harlingen South leads this one 6-0. Fourth inning coming up. This is Real Sports Live.
That Employee Retirement Service has been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Don't pass up the savings at Mikasa Furniture. Score big at Mikasa Furniture.
7533 Boca Chica Boulevard, Brownsville.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Back here on Rio Sports as we head to the fourth inning. Kayla Rogers will lead it off. Rogers, Gonzalez, and Muniz. Anybody gets on Sauceda for Harlingen South. They lead 6-0 here in this game one of a best of three. First pitch, fourth inning. There's a bunt, and that's a foul ball. Also hits the batter a second time, and that's an out recorded. On the bunt attempt, she was out of the batter's box when the ball hit the bat a second time. Now, Elias Martinez will ask for an explanation. But the out was called, and Rogers back to the bat rack. One down. That'll bring up Crystal Gonzalez. Gonzalez on the day, singled, scored a run in the first, popped out to short her second time up. Bats here in the fourth with one out. Gonzalez waits, here's the pitch. High for a ball. 1-0 to Gonzalez. Next one coming. Strike called inside corner. 1-1 the count to Gonzalez. Batting second here in the fourth. On deck, Caetana Muniz has a couple of hits already. Rogers trying to get on ahead of her. Takes a strike called, an off-speed pitch. And that's a 1-2 count now on Crystal Gonzalez. Ready for the next one. Here it is to Gonzalez. Fastball high for a ball, evens a count of 2-2. And that time, Natalie Rodriguez reached back for a lot extra. She popped the glove of the catcher on that delivery to Gonzalez. Count is 2-2. Crystal Gonzalez waits. Here it comes. Swinging a ground ball to short, through the shortstop, into left field, now to left center. Big turn, on her way to second, throw there, and safe at second base is Gonzalez. Taking the extra base. And a base runner for Harlingen South as Gonzalez is on board for a second time in the game. Brings in Caetana Muniz. Muniz singled in the first, scored a run. Doubled in the second, scored a run. Check that in the third, and now bats here in the fourth with a runner in scoring position and one out. First pitch to Muniz. High for ball one. Lady Hawks have had base runners in all 4 innings now as Gonzalez reaches. Next pitch to Muniz. Off speed, and that is in there for a strike called. Changing pace nicely, Rodriguez, while pitching. Trying to retire Muniz for a first time in the game. Here's the 1-1. Muniz takes it high, ball 2. Another off-speed pitch. On deck, that is Ileana Sauceda. She's got a couple of hits in the game. At the plate, Muniz. Two-one pitch, headed home. Low, ball 3 to Muniz. 3-1 to Muniz. Sauceda on deck. Runner at second base, 1 out. The next pitch coming to Katana Muniz. High ball. Was that the strike called? The way the crowd reacted, I thought that was called a ball. Nothing doing, says the umpire. That's a strike called, and it's a 3-2 count now on Katana Muniz. She digs in. Here's the 3-2 pitch. That's ball 4. Muniz on board. She joins Crystal Gonzalez. That brings in Ileana Sauceda. There's your base runners. First and second, 1 out. Sauceda steps into the plate. On the day, she's got a couple of hits, couple of singles, and she takes a strike 1 here. Alyssa Ledesma on deck. She's been on base today. Matter of fact, 8 of the 9 hitters in the lineup for Harlingen South have been on base here thus far in this game. Here's the 0-1. Inside for a ball, evens the count at 1-1 on Ileana Sauceda. Excited to see that Lyford team on Friday. We'll cover them. Their home game. Here, the next pitch to Sauceda. Takes it. Strike call. 1-2. Two on here in the fourth. Harlingen South scored 2 in the first, 4 in the third. Next pitch here. Outside, ball 2, even to count at 2-2 on Sauceda. Saw earlier Gloria Ramon watching from Lyford. Can't wait to see the Lady Bulldogs undefeated thus far. Now umpires call time and have a discussion. And anytime the umpires start looking back in the stands, you generally get an administrator of some sort coming out to assist. While they talk that over, we'll be right back. Well, no, we'll keep it here. Might have been a flash on a camera going off. We'll resume action. 2-2 the count is on Ileana Sauceda. She waits, and here it comes. Sauceda. Swing, hits it on the ground to short. Throw to second, and out recorded there. Second out of the inning. Down to third base goes Gonzalez. Sauceda on board on the fielder's choice. And it brings in Alyssa Ledesma. Ledesma walked and scored back in the third inning. Bats here in the fourth. And waits for the first one. Here it comes. Low, ball one. On deck is Alexis Sauceda. Alexis has a 3-run homer. 2 on here. They would like to keep this inning going. With 2 outs, the pitch to Desma. Bunted down the third base line. Quick throw to first and out there to end the inning. Charging in, making the play was Kaylee O'Brien, and she just saved a run. 5-3 on the putout. Inning comes to an end for Harlingen South. In the inning, no runs, no hits, an error, a walk, and 2 left. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Harlingen South leads in this one. 6-0. This is Rio Sports Live.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
At Port Isabel Health Clinic, they care for you like family. Services include pediatrics, geriatric care, and family practice, school sports physicals, daycare physicals, orthopedic care, wellness exams for men and women. Dr. William Torkelson and his staff are here to serve you. Office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. through 5 p.m. Your health is their priority at the Port Isabel Health Clinic. Back here on Rio Sports as we are heading to the bottom of the fourth inning. And the Edinburgh North Lady Cougars trail by 6 as we head to this fourth. They'll have the 2, 3, and 4 hitters in the lineup. Leading off is Annabelle Sergano. Segoviano will lead it off. Meanwhile, Kylie Ruiz back to the center circle for Harlingen South. Segoviana singled her first time up. She's 1 for 1 on the day. That hit back in the first inning was the only hit of the game for Edinburgh North through the first 3. They bat here in the fourth, trailing by 6. Segoviana waits. First pitch coming, bottom of the fourth. High for a ball. 1-0 to Segoviana. Ruiz has set down 6 in a row, struck out 3 in a row as she works here in the fourth. Next pitch coming. Outside for a ball. 2-0. Next one coming from Ruiz. Swing and a foul ball. That's out of play. Off the back screen, giving chase back there was Christina Ariano. Ran out of room. And a strike to Segoviana. Natalie Rodriguez on deck. Hope Rodriguez will hit. Anybody gets on this inning, Patty Davila will hit. This is the 2, 3, and 4 hitters in the lineup for Edinburgh North. Second time through the lineup. Next one's hit hard in the gap. That's over the wall. Gone. Segoviana touch them all. That one just rocketed over the wall. Looked like it was going to stay in the park and hit the top of the wall, but nothing doing. A line shot home run by Segoviana. Edinburgh North on the board. And that one just kept going. Talking it over with Kevin Narl, the sports writer for the Valley Morning Star, for this game, and he said there will be some balls fly out of there. That park just is built for home runs. The ball flies well here. Second home run of the game. Each team now with a home run, and Natalie Rodriguez steps in. First pitch to her. Low for a ball. Segoviana now 2 for 2 on the day with a single and then that home run. Ruiz back to work. Rodriguez hit the ball hard, but right into a double play her first time up. Bats here, waits, takes it low for a ball. Two and 0. Always neat to see where the fans are watching from. If you give us a chance, give us a shout. And I always ask this on our Facebook. I see now several viewers. If everyone would just share the link right now, that's where we gain more fans and more viewers. And more fans get an idea of what's happening here. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball. Second. Over and out. 4-3 on the put out. Kelsey Rivera down there at second base for Harlingen South. And it brings in Hope Rodriguez. Hope on the day walked her only at bat. That was in the second inning, leading off. And prior to the home run by Segoviana here in the fourth, Rodriguez, who stands in, was the last base runner Edinburgh North had in this game. Going back to the second, batting here in the fourth, she swings, hits it hard into center field, stays up, and it's caught. Right in her tracks, Gitana Muniz puts that away. Rodriguez hit it hard, but on a line, and it stayed in the park. That brings up Patty Davila. Davila lined out to second base her first time up. Bats here with 2 down in the fourth. In a 6-1 game. Ruiz brings it home. Low, ball 1. Hobbs, New Mexico chiming in. Send a shout out in direction of Andrew Huerta. Thanks for checking in. Davila at the plate. 2 down here in the Edinburgh North fourth. Lady Cougars have put their only run across here in this inning with a home run, leading it off by Segoviana. Davila at the plate. Next one coming from Ruiz. That's a strike call. Evens the count at 1-1. Davila back in. Here's the next one from Ruiz. Low for a ball. 2-1. Our thanks to Edinburgh North and to Harlingen South, agreeing for the broadcast and hospitality here of Edinburgh North extended as Hope Rodriguez, the catcher, her father came up and said, hey, you guys need power? I got a generator. We can help you out. There's a swing at a ground ball. That's on a line to the first baseman for the out. Hard hit ball by Davila. She lines out for a second time in the game. In the inning for Edinburgh North, they score 1 run. They do so on 1 hit. That, a solo home run off of the bat of Annabelle Segoviana. We head to the 5th. Harlingen South leads in this one 6-1. This is RioSportsLive.com.
drives a man insane. You brought my will, but what a thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. I laughed in love 'cause I thought it was funny. You came along and moved me, honey. I changed my mind, this love is fine. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Kiss me, baby.
Back here on Rio Sports Live as we head to the top of the fifth inning for Harlingen South. They lead this game by the score of 6-1. And they'll send up 7, 8, and 9 hitters in the lineup to face Edinburgh North here in the fifth inning. Alexis Sauceda will step in, and she'll lead it off here in the fifth. Sauceda with a home run today. Waits for the first one. Showed a bunt and took ball one. Sauceda's home run was back in the third. That was a 3-run homer. Cushioned the lead at the time for Harlingen South. Takes one here. Strike call, evens the count at 1-1. Sauceda swings and misses the next one for a strike. Big swing by Sauceda. Count goes to 1-2. Leading off here in the fifth inning for Harlingen South. Next one coming. Swing and a pop fly out of play on the right side. Sauceda stays at the plate. Rodriguez back out on the mound working here for Edinburgh North. Facing Sauceda, next pitch coming, swinging a foul ball, that's out of play. Count remains 1-2 on Sauceda. Six-1 game here in the fifth. Next pitch to Sauceda. Low inside, ball two. 7, 8, and 9 in the lineup here for Harlingen South. They scored 2 runs in the first, 4 times in the third. Edinburgh North, with their lone tally, came in the bottom of the fourth inning. Fifth inning here. Next one coming. Sauceda takes it away for ball 3. Full count now on Sauceda. Working quickly, Rodriguez steps back in, ready to go, delivers the 3-2 pitch. Sauceda swinging a long one, deep left field, back, and it's caught at the wall. Leaping catch in left field by Pequeno for the out. That ball nearly left the park. Pequeno stayed right with it to make the catch for the first out of the inning. One down, it brings in Christina Ariano. Hope Ruben got that one. If he did, Channel 5 is going to have a good highlight. We got it from where we're at. That should be on our highlight reel, most certainly. Good job, J. Cal, on the camera. A strike is delivered to Christina Ariano. Ariano at the plate. Next one coming. Swinging a ground ball. That's a foul ball off her foot. And 2 strikes here. Had a sheet with some numbers on it. I was going to share some numbers during the broadcast here tonight. I think I left it in the car. My wife sped off to a thrift store. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball. That's a fair ball. Throw to first is high and safe at first base, as Ariano beats it down the line for the hit. Runner on board here in the Harlingen South 5th. I can say this as we are continuing talking about growing here on Rio Sports. I gave a proposal to the city of San Benito the other day. And the other day, just about 5 weeks ago, for them to take a look at our numbers and see where we were at. And they have a meeting tomorrow following up on that. I was like, I want to see what we've done since that proposal. And this is, again, 5 weeks ago. 740,000 minutes viewed on our social media platforms. That's rounding out the month of March and what we've done in April, which is on target to be our 3rd best month ever on Rio Sports, as this month of April is now competing with football numbers back in October and even November when we had playoff football here on Rio Sports. Next pitch coming. There's a bunt. It's a good one. They charge, no play. Runners at first and second for Harlingen South. Single by Rivera has no real play defensively for the Lady Cougars. And now the Lady Hawks with the top of the order up, 2 aboard, could make some serious noise here in the 5th. They lead 6-1. Canales at the plate, Canales at the plate. First pitch, takes a strike. Latasha on the day. Tasha Canales has been on base once. She lined out to the pitcher her first time up, reached on a fielder's choice. Takes a ball here. Runners break and go down to second and third. Two aboard. Meanwhile, a 1-1 count on Canales. I was counting up the football schools that we've already talked with for next season. Next pitch coming to Canales. That's a bunt. That's a foul ball on the third base side. Count goes to 1-2 on Canales. $38 different teams that we'll be covering football for next year. If all goes right, we'll cover all 38 of their home games, meaning 190 football games. That's a ball up high. We'll be streaming this year for Channel 4 and all of our platforms on Rio Sports Live. As the mechanism is in play to put more and more systems. There's a foul ball out of play. In contention. That's just with regular systems. Of course, we'll still keep this one, System 1, going to the best game we can find. There's Ruben with Channel 5 down there working hard in the dugout on the Edinburgh north side. Didn't see any Channel 4 people here yet, but 5 is in the house. Always nice to give a shout out to those guys. Walked the same shoes they did for 6 years here in the Rio Grande Valley before opening Rio Sports Live. Here's the next pitch coming to Canales. Takes it high for a ball. Count goes full. Now 3-2 on Latasha Canales. Rodriguez has to step out of the circle. There is a base open, but you don't want to load the bases with the 2, 3, and 4 hitters right behind Canales. Here it is. Swing and a foul ball out of play. Count remains 3-2. Jackie Medrano checking in. Send a shout out in that direction. Always neat to see the fans chiming in from wherever they're from. 3-2 to Canales. That one misses for ball 4. Canales on board. And now the bases are loaded for Kayla Rogers. The number 2 hitter in the lineup for Harlingen South. Rogers is due for a hit. There's the bases loaded for Harlingen South. Rogers at the plate, 0 for 3 on the day. And you talk about overdue for a hit, here she is. Showed a bunt, pulled it back, and took a strike. 0-1. Behind Rogers, Crystal Gonzalez has been on twice. Katana Muniz has been on 3 times. Ileana Sauceda's on 3 times. Ledesma's on twice. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a ground ball to second. Base hit into right field. 1 run scores. Here comes a second run. In to score. It's an 8-1 game. 2 RBIs for Rogers. I told you she was overdue for a hit. 2-run score. Down to third base goes Canales. And the Lady Hawks build on the lead. It's now 8-1. That brings in Crystal Gonzalez. Also a conference on the mound, but while that's going on, a conference by Elias Martinez and the Lady Hawks. Oh, that's Segoviana pitching. Thank you for the shout out in that direction. That's not Rodriguez on the mound. It's one thing we were making comment about is that they were blaring the music, but the PA announcer's speaker is near dead silent. You can just it's barely audible back here, and we thought for sure we'd be able to hear that. Segoviana on the mound, working to Crystal Gonzalez. First pitch to her, outside for a ball. Gonzalez on the day, singled and scored in the first inning, popped out to shortstop, reached on an error in the 4th. She's been on base twice, scored a run. 2 aboard here in the 5th for the Lady Hawks of Harlingen South. Next pitch. It's in there for a strike. Evens the count at 1-1. Next pitch coming to Gonzalez as bunted out in front of the plate. Throw home and safe at the plate for the run scored. Collision there at the home plate area. Run will score. The other runners move to second and third. Now we'll have a conversation on that collision at the plate. As Canales came in to score. 9-1 game. Runners at second and third. Still only 1 out in the inning. For the Lady Hawks of Harlingen South. And Katana Muniz at the plate. Muniz has been on 3 times. First pitch here to her. Swing and a pop-up behind the home plate area, and a catch is made. Nice catch back there by Hope Rodriguez. And for the first time of the day, Katana Muniz is retired at the plate. That brings in Ileana Sauceda. Sauceda on the day has also been on base 3 times. She steps in. First pitch here. Strike call. Segoviana took over pitching here this inning. For starter, Natalie Rodriguez. She's back in. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a shot, base hit, down the line. That's going to score 2. Down to second base is Sauceda. She'll check up there. That's a 2 RBI double. Her 3rd hit of the game. 4 RBIs. It's an 11-1 game. Sauceda drilled that down the line for the RBI double. That brings in Alyssa Ledesma. And Harlingen South, just like that, has batted around here in this 5th. Strike 1 in there to Ledesma. Ledesma looking for her first hit of the game. Hits it hard and deep into right field, but it stays in the park for the out. Inning is over for Harlingen South. In the inning, they score 5 runs. They do so on 4 hits. They do leave 1 on base. And we head to the bottom of the 5th. Harlingen South leads in this one now, 11-1. This is RioSportsLive.com.
For the hottest deals, go to Mi Casa Furniture.
Save at Mi Casa Furniture. 7533 Boca Chica, Brownsville.
Everyone's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83. Right now, check out this 2014 Hyundai Elantra GT. This car is loaded with a leather interior, satellite radio, Bluetooth, and it's yours today for 0 money down and $175 a month. That's right, no money down. Drive away today, just $175 a month. Or feel the power of this 2016 Dodge Challenger. This includes the RT Scat Pack, includes navigation, satellite radio, a reverse camera, an Alpine stereo system. Practically new with just 31,000 miles, powered by a 6.4-liter 392 Hemi engine. This today on the lot at $33,999. Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas. Welcome back here to our coverage from Edinburgh North as we have a by-district playoff game between Harlingen South and Edinburgh North. Game 1 of a best-of-3 series. And right now the visitors, Harlingen South on top in this one by the score of 11-1 as we head to the 5th inning. Bottom side, meaning Edinburgh North's going to have to score a run to keep this game going. And they're literally down to their final 3 outs here in this one. If not, there's a ground ball on the first pitch to first. Over and out, 3 unassisted, 1 pitch, 1 out. Bikino retired. Brings in Kaylee O'Brien. Want to remind you fans that normally our games are available for archive. In this case, both coaches have asked that these games be pulled pretty much immediately. So by the end of the night, you won't be able to go back and watch this one. First pitch here, the second hitter in the inning, Kaylee O'Brien, and is away for ball 1. We'll have some highlights on a little bit later on. We'll be able to keep those up. I did talk to the coaches about that, but those hoping to go back and watch this again, well, that's not going to happen, at least not in the near future. 1-1 the count to O'Brien. Next to her, swing and a miss, strike two. O'Brien and then Cantu. Anybody gets on? Layla Tamez for Edinburgh North. O'Brien stands in. Next pitch coming. Strike called. Count 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to O'Brien. Ruiz on the circle has struck out 2 today. Relied on her defense for the most part. There's a ground ball. That's a foul ball. Off the bat of O'Brien. Ruiz trying to end this in 5. Thus protect the pitching for the Lady Hawks as they will enter game 2 of this best of 3 tomorrow night at home. Trying to close out the series if it stays as it is. Here's a ground ball foul. Back to the screen off the bat of O'Brien. She stays alive at the plate. We will have coverage of game 2 tomorrow from Harlingen South. Doug Robinson and Eric Madrano will take over the call on that one. I'll make the trip to Kingsville to cover Port Isabel and Beeville Jones in their game. Next pitch coming here to O'Brien. Swing and a ground ball. That's the second. Over and out. This defense just nearly letter perfect for Harlingen South as Rivera gobbled that up. 2 down. Brings in Cantu. Melanie Cantu now becomes the last hope here to keep this game alive for Edinburgh North. If she's retired, this game will come to an end of the 10-run rule. First pitch to her. Low ball 1. 1-0. Beautiful night for this game once we got rid of that sun. Great spot to watch a game from. I don't know if it tops the Westaco East vantage point, but it's a good spot to watch a game. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Up and away, ball 2 to Melanie Cantu. Kylie Ruiz trying to breeze through this 5th. She's allowed just 2 hits in the game, allowed 1 run. Struck out 2, has walked just 1. Next one here, swing and a miss. Green light was given to Melanie Cantu on a 2-0 pitch. Count now 2-1. Cantu back in. Our thanks again to Chewy's Custom Sports for bringing us this game, helping with the playoff fees. There's a pop-up, and it's caught by Ruiz to end the game. Harlingen South wins it by the score of 11-1. Ruiz, why not make the big play? Lady Hawks take game 1 of this best of 3 series here. As Kylie Ruiz makes a play to close it out. In the inning for Edinburgh North, no runs, no hits, no errors, no walks, nobody left. And the 10-run rule, this one is history. Harlingen South scored 2 runs in the first inning after a 2-out, 2 RBI single by Ileana Sauceda. They scored 4 times in the third. A 1-out double by Kitana Muniz got it started. And then a 3-run homer by Alexis Sauceda capped off a 4-run inning. Lady Cougars scored a run in the bottom of the 4th inning on a leadoff home run by Annabelle Segoviana. And then Harlingen South opened it up, sending 9 hitters to the plate, scoring 5 runs in the 5th inning. And thus, 11 runs in the ball game. Producing, the middle part of the lineup produced for Harlingen South more so than inning. Crystal Gonzalez was on base 3 times, scored 2 runs. Katana Muniz was also on base 3 times with 2 hits and scored 2 runs. Ileana Saucedo was on all 4 times she hit, had 3 hits in the game and 4 RBIs. And, of course, Saucedo with the 1 hit, but that was a 3-run homer for the Lady Hawks. They'll win this game by the score of 11-1, reminding you the replay of this game will not be available much longer than what you see right now until after the season. Harlingen South and Edinburgh North have both asked that this game be pulled. We will have highlights, and until next time, I'm Joe Bowling for Rio Sports Live. This has been a presentation. Thanks to all of our sponsors. We'll see you next time.